This is a system which clearly needs wholesale reform. If you play by a system of complex, opaque rules that almost nobody understands and that you could use to your advantage, even if you don't, you are going to alienate voters.
A nationwide poll in the U.S. suggests that over half of Americans believe the system used for picking presidential nominees is rigged. The Reuters Ipsos poll also shows more than 2/3 of the respondents want the process changed.
We need real electoral reform within the Democratic Party. And that means, among many, many other things, open primaries.
This system is so rigged. What's the justification?
Please, someone tell me.
These are the rules.
No, that's not a good answer.
You know, it's a rigged system against him also. I'm no Bernie fan, I can tell you that, but it is a rigged system.
This shows from 2008 to 2016, huge increase in the number who are independents, and yet we have closed primaries. It doesn't make any sense.
What do you tell voters who are new to the process who says this makes them feel like it's all rigged?
Unpledged delegates exist really to make sure that party leaders and elected officials don't have to be in a position where they are running against grassroots activists.
I'm not sure that answer would satisfy an anxious young voter, but let's move on.
Unless this primary process is fixed, we are all destined to live through the same nightmare scenario over and over again until the end of fucking time.
John Opdyke is president of Open Primaries.
Open Primaries is a nonprofit, nonpartisan group lobbying for reform.
The level of outright anger at our political establishment is through the roof.
New York is one of a dozen states that have closed primaries, which exclude more than 3 million independent voters.
It's not how it was meant to be. I think the founding fathers are rolling in their graves right now.
The whole point is to have people do what's best for the entire country, for us to be able to decide what's best for us.
Now it's like everything's in lockdown. Nothing gets done.
It's saying that you are okay to pay taxes, but it's not okay to vote because you believe something differently.
3 million people in the state of New York who are independents have lost their right to vote in the Democratic or Republican primary. That's wrong.
We are here for one reason and one reason only: the denial of 3.2 million New Yorkers from voting in the most important election in a generation. My name is Fred Thiel. I'm a member of the New York State Assembly. I'm going to tell you that the laws are skewed against independents, whether it's voting or the entire electoral process.
We want to talk about who this political system belongs to, whether it belongs to the parties or the people.
Tax-paying citizen voters should not have to pay for elections we cannot vote in.
When you tell people that something is going to have direct action, they're excited. They like to know that that they've just signed is going to go to a convention and go in front of a rules committee and be discussed and be voted on.
These petition signatures demanding that the party open up its presidential primary.
Time to have dealt with that would have been to have offered an amendment to the Charter Commission. But
I don't want a commission.
Well, you've lost, so that's too late. All right, well then we'll take it. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay, I have a petition here with 40,000 signatures supporting opening up our primary system.
Time for voting is expired. On this vote, 38 have voted yes, 114 no. And the resolution is defeated.
My name is Justin Otoski. I'm an Afghanistan veteran. I came home from a combat war zone to a political war zone. And as an independent, I don't have a voice. Please, vote yes on Amendment V.
The
Amendment V is one of the 10 ballot measures South Dakota voters will decide this election day.
Proponents for Amendment V hit the streets of Sioux Falls Saturday, looking to inform and gain supporters before Election Day.
I saw what a problem it was with parties trying to control legislation and legislators.
We don't agree on all the issues, but we joined forces to fix our broken politics and to pass Amendment V.
Independents can't vote in the primaries. Our taxes pay for the primaries, but we can't vote. And that's wrong.
Competition is important in business and in politics. When you shut people out, you don't get the best results.
It's time to let all voters vote. Vote yes for Amendment V, a victory for voters.
Our politicians need to reach out to all of us, not just cater to the partisan few. I'm voting yes on V, and I hope you will too.
When you look at the voter rolls and you see that like 40% of Colorado is saying, no, I don't want to be in a party, why shouldn't those people have a say in who's going to be on their November ballot?
The 2016 Colorado ballot created some controversy this week. Proponents of the two measures regarding a presidential primary and opening up primaries to unaffiliated voters claim that wording added by a bipartisan group of legislators added considerable bias.
Until now, being an unaffiliated voter in Colorado has meant being left out. Vote yes on 107 and 108.
If you want to have a healthy democracy, you want participation, particularly participation by people who want to vote. So what America has done well for 200 years is continue to improve the process, to work on the democratic process in order to ensure appropriate participation.
In Florida, in Colorado, in Alaska, there are activists coming together to look at all the options they have for 2018. And what's motivating this is something very simple but very profound. And that's this: reform of our political system, reform of our broken politics must start with the people. We are not going to be able to fix anything that's wrong with our politics if the American people are not fully enfranchised and able to participate at every single level.